Now that you understand the options in the import preferences, we're ready to begin importing our footage. Final Cut Pro X gives you two primary import methods, importing from a file and importing from a camera. We'll start by importing the files you'll be using in this tutorial. In the event library, you should see a list of all your mounted drives with your Mac's internal drive appearing at the top. You could select your internal hard drive to import your media to, but if you have a history with Final Cut Pro like I do, you have it drilled into you from day one that you want to avoid storing your media on the internal drive because A, it's not as fast as dedicated media drives, and B, your operating system is on this drive and the constant reading and writing of video files introduces disk fragmentation that could affect the drive's performance. Therefore, through force of habit, I always recommend storing your media on a dedicated media drive. If you have a media drive mounted, as I do here, select it from the event library drive list. Otherwise, select the internal Mac hard drive. To create an event on the selected drive, choose New Event from the File menu or press Option N on your keyboard. Name the event Reenactors, then press Return. The two options for importing appear in the empty gray window to the right. Click the Import File button to bring up the Import File window, then navigate to the Reenactors Event Media folder you downloaded with this tutorial. Inside this folder are 6 subfolders of media. In the lower half of the Import Files window are the import options that should now be familiar, as they are the same options found in the Preferences window. Having the options presented here allows you to override the preferences for a given import operation if you so choose. Make sure the two organizing boxes are checked, and under the Video section, make sure Find People and Create Smart Collections After Analysis is checked. This window also gives you options to create a new event, then save the new event to a drive from this pop-up menu. However, since we already created and named the event in the event library, we want Add to Existing Event selected. As you can see, the Reenactors event is already targeted, but you can also choose another event from the menu to import your media into. The final step is to select the media we want to import. Select the Interviews folder. You can import a single clip or you can import multiple clips by holding down your Command key. Select the Brian Interview 02 clip, then click Import. In the dashboard, click the Background Process button to bring up the Background Tasks window. This window lists all the background tasks that are being performed on the media and how much of the task has been completed. Because of our selected import options, the clip is being analyzed for people. Once the analysis is finished, the clip is placed into the Reenactors event into a folder called People. Inside this folder are 2 smart collections created as a result of the analysis, one named Medium Shot and the other named One Person. Clicking each one reveals the same clip. This is because the interview clip was tagged as being both a one-person shot and a medium shot. In most cases, you'll discover that imported clips with people in them will often exist in 2 smart collections, one that defines the number of people and the other that defines the type of shot. For instance, you could have a clip that exists in a smart collection called Group, but also exists in a smart collection called Wide Shot. Smart collections result from what is called a Boolean operation that defines the strict criteria for what clips appear in these groups. Smart collections are a powerful addition to Final Cut Pro and a feature we'll be looking at in depth in the next lesson. Click the List View button, then click the disclosure triangle next to the clip to reveal 2 smart keywords assigned to the clip by the analysis. By the way, smart collections and smart keywords are always identified by a tiny gear icon. Now let's import an entire folder of media. From the File menu, choose Import Files or press Shift-Command-I. Select the Interviews folder, then click Import. To check the background tasks, click the spinning circle on the dashboard. As I mentioned, depending on the nature of the analysis and how many clips are being analyzed, the import process can take some time. Once the files have been imported, you'll see that more smart collections have been added to the People folder. Select the Group Smart Collection and you'll see a group shot. Select 2 persons and you'll see a 2-person shot. Having Final Cut Pro do all the organizing for you is like having your own assistant editor. When you import an entire folder, a keyword collection is created that is given the name of the folder you imported. In this case, the Interviews folder we imported becomes an Interviews keyword collection in the event library. Keyword collections are just smart groupings based on text labels. If this seems confusing now, don't worry. By the end of the next lesson, it will all become clear. Select the Interviews keyword collection and you'll see all the interview clips from the imported folder appear in one collection. Select any clip from the group, then spill open the triangle to reveal the Interviews keyword that was automatically assigned by the import operation. Keywords are always represented by a blue key. You can also import files and folders into an event directly from your Mac desktop. In the Finder, open the Reenactors Event Media folder so you can see all the folders. Select all the folders except the Interviews folder by command-clicking. Drag the selection over the Reenactors event icon in the event library, and when you see a blue selection box appear around the event, release your mouse. All the folders and the clips contained within them are analyzed and imported into the event library. It may take a minute or so for the analysis to complete, but as you can see, keyword collections were quickly created based on the names of the folders you imported. Before we move on, I want to mention that organizational intelligence is not new. It's built into the Mac's Finder, iLife, Aperture, Mail, and any number of apps that have huge databases that must be managed and organized. This feature is only new to Final Cut Pro, and in my opinion, one that is long overdue. If you've ever used smart playlists in iTunes, or smart mailboxes in Mail, or even smart folders in the Mac's Finder, then this addition to Final Cut Pro should make you leap for joy. For others, it may take a little getting used to, but once you master Final Cut Pro's new organizational intelligence, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it.